thinking about changing locations and shit. Man, get into this motherfucking bag. Stand on the way, I mean. Sacrificing time for this shit, man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago, they ain't understand. Riding by myself and it's cool, I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace, I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend, we should try again. You been on my mind, you should hop in. I ain't gon' hurt you, baby girl, you know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, landed on my busy schedule. Now every time I hit the bay, you know I think of you. Working on your brand, love, you know that I...
Yeah, it's goddess. And I'm a day one type of girl. Ain't nothing wishy-washy over here. I don't jump around, stick to one side.
Reporting live from the liquor store, man. And when all three of us come together, man, it's Cowboys UnCut.
It's goddess.
West Coast Cowboy in the middle, the Kanye West of this content stuff.
And I'm a day one type of girl. Ain't nothing wishy-washy over here. I don't jump around, stick to one side. Yeah, the silver, the blue, we got them in their feelings. That star on the field, come pay the D a visit. They say it's hatred, is it? I call it hate and simping. Cause if we wasn't that hating, they wouldn't be in our business. Listen, West Coast say the water tastes better. The fan base go harder, and all the ladies get wetter. Yeah, that's how it is when you straight reppin' for Dallas. We get it in the trap, and landlord tell us what's happening. No explanations in no shape, form, or fashion. When Henny drop the stats, ain't nothing else to be asking. Them numbers don't lie, that's why your argument dry. And we still got them rings, you got your eyes on our prize. Whether eagle, giant, or a commando, you in the parking lot crying, we in the Lambo, we stay in our bag, we run it up in the draft. You still talking about the 90s, so who's stuck in the past? Get off me, and I'ma need you 6 feet back. And we ain't hearing nothing till your team beat Dak. And we ain't scared of running. So only one team over here is Cowboys, believe it. Yeah, it's you got us a poet. Big up West Coast Cowboy, HTM Sports, and Landlord from Alabama. Y'all check them boys out, man. Don't play around with the Cowboys content. Yeah, and you know it's DC, yeah. DC4L. All day. Every day.
My dear Aunt Sally, we is at the P right now. We gotta go to free agency, then we gotta go to draft, then we can talk about training camp.
And Stephen Jones, who's also a multi-millionaire, moves and feels like a what? Like a dude that is got $15 in his bank account.
We finna come marching to Dallas with our picket signs, ticket torches, everything we can find.
And just like that, we are live in the building, man. What's good with y'all? It's your boy, Henny DeMoore, reporting live from the liquor store. At the very bottom, we got Mr. Run the Damn Ball himself, West Coast Cowboy in the building. What's up with you? And, man, we got a special guest in the building, man. We got the one and only, the angry Cowboys fan in the building with us for the first time in the liquor store, man. How you feeling today, man?
Man, doing pretty good, I appreciate each one of you guys for having me on the show tonight and just to chop it up with some well-rounded, like-minded Dallas Cowboy fans.
Indeed.
Hey, he talking about thank you for having him on the show. And that dude bogarted his way on the show, bruh. I got this. Listen to me, man. Listen to me. I got this crazy text message today. I'm thinking that my baby mama yelling at me or screaming at me for something. And they goddamn angry Cowboys say, but nah, I'm just playing, man. But he did make me an offer I couldn't refuse, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? He did exactly what he's supposed to do, and that is bogart your way on the show. You feel me? We need more content creators to feel that strongly about what they got to say. You feel me? You feel me?
Indeed. And then we also have the other third of Cowboys UnCut coming on here, Landlord from Alabama. He is somewhere in a secret location selling bricks as we speak right now. So he will be in eventually. But, you know, in the meantime, salute to everybody. There's currently 74 people or 75 across all platforms right now. I need each and every one of y'all to hit that like button on every single channel and hit that share button on every single channel. That's the only way that we can compete with this algorithm. So if you got love for HTM Sports and the liquor store, hit that like button. You got love for Angry Cowboys fan, hit that like button. You got love for Westerdamus, hit that like button. And if you tolerate landlord, hit the like button. Yo, I see Joe Chanchina in the building, Robert Stevens, Tommy Montoya, Casting Cowboy 817, Joe Gonzalez, You Got Us the Poet, JV B-Boy, Robert King, Troy Dudley, Marcus McFarland. There's a bunch of y'all in the building right now, man. Salute Kelvin Hicks, Jay Bryant. Hey, everybody out there. Jose Banks, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Hey, Wes out there trying, doing this thing for Oxnard. Make sure you hit his Cash App. Make sure y'all hit everybody Cash App up here. Matter of fact, that is your Cash App up there. Ain't it angry? ACFD. Yeah. So make sure y'all hit that like, hit that share, hit that Cash App, and slap the shit out of Eagles fan while you out here, man. They back from, I guess they migrated somewhere. It's football season. They back eating raw horse shit off the ground, man. So do your public service and slap the shit out of the Eagles fan, man. Matter of fact, landlord, you here just in time. You're here just in time to help us slap the shit out of the Eagles fan. How you living, landlord?
I'm living great, man. What's happening with your West and Anger, man? What's going on?
He said angry, man.
Angry Cowboy fan, Hey, everybody should be angry like you right now for a minute, but we'll be all right, though. We'll be all right.
Indeed, man. Indeed.
So,
before we talk about the serious stuff, though, I want to take the time to wish our quarterback a happy birthday. Because Dak Prescott is getting old as hell. Not really. The man only 31 years old, but he's had a very long and successful NFL career up to this point. 3-time Pro Bowler, All-Pro, Offensive Rookie of the Year, Walter Payton Man of the Year, 2023 touchdown leader, highest passer rating and completion percentage by a rookie, most wins by a rookie, 7 games with 450 yards passing, and numerous Dallas Cowboys records. So happy birthday to Dak Prescott. And with that in mind, I'm going to ask each one of y'all, what is y'all favorite memory of Dak Prescott up to this point? It could be a play, it could be a moment. What's y'all favorite memory of Dak Prescott up to this point in his Dallas Cowboys career? I'll start with you, Angry, since you're new to the channel.
Ooh, put me on the spot. I gotta actually think about that.
I got one.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead, Wes.
My favorite memory of I got a couple of favorite memories. I say my favorite memory as a quarterback, him actually playing the sport, especially like play. I would say my most memorable memory, obviously, is the goddamn Cole Beasley. The Cole Beasley touchdown versus the Giants. That was freaking ridiculous, bro.
Well, the knee down. Yeah.
That was ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? The fact that and I'm going to tell you, the cool thing about the game is, like, he threw the ball at a downward, like Dak threw the ball at a downward angle where only Beasley could go get the ball. Like you think it's hard trying to throw the ball high to have somebody go jump it. Imagine trying to throw the ball low so it don't hit the ground and it still has room to catch someone. Like, that was a freaking, like, that could probably, I wish that showed science or sports science was still around, because I would love for them to break down that throw, bro, because like Dak literally threw the ball downwards like he was throwing the ball to the ground. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, your audio sort of shaky right now.
Hold up, my son got one. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm saying we can't hear y'all.
Hold up. Oh, can you hear me?
I always remember that touchdown was.
Hold on. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
We
you.
hear you now.
I always remember that touchdown was the Steelers when Zeke got a touchdown on the second down.
There you go. That was your most memorable.
Yeah.
Oh, the screen. Yeah.
Here, Tom.
I actually think
I got mine ready.
Go
Oh, go ahead.
Now that I think about it, it was actually this past season whenever Dak was standing in the pocket. It was against the New York Giants, but he was standing in the pocket on a deep crosser. He hit Brendan Cooks, but he stood in that pocket so long. Somebody had the beeline right on him, right in front of him. He stood in the pocket, threw the ball, and took the hit. That shows me. That was my favorite moment, and that shows me what Dak Prescott is all about.
Go ahead, landlord. I'm gonna go. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put your Alabama dude up. Trayvon Diggs wishing Dak Prescott a happy birthday. I'm gonna put your Alabama dude up while you give yours, man.
Okay, mine is the playoff game, the run. What that was, 3rd and 13, I believe it was something like that.
Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, the Seahawks playoff game. Dak with the big time run to keep the drive alive and helped us go on and make that W, man. That was a great moment for Dak Prescott and a great win for him, too, against Russell Wilson.
Indeed. All right, I'm going to give y'all mine. And it's actually from the playoffs as well. It's the entirety of the damn Tampa Bay playoff game against Tom Brady. Retiring Tom Brady in fashion while also, putting up one of the most productive playoff games in league history. Hold that thought. Hey, y'all.
Yeah, real talk. That's a good game, and it's sad that it's so overlooked by even fans.
Yeah, nobody gives Dak credit for that game, or they don't give him much credit for that Seattle game either. But they don't give him no credit at all for the Tampa Bay game.
Right.
Because a lot of people what's really disturbing about it is going into the game, because I kept receipts for that game. I made people block me. I made people get mad at me that game, and I stood on it because I don't even usually do that. But it was just so many people telling me that we can never beat Brady and we'll never win, and we was doomed because Brady never lost to the Cowboys. And then as soon as we go in there and beat the living crap out of Brady and the Tampa Bay Bucks, the next thing you hear was, oh, they was barely a winning team. They didn't even deserve to be there. Their division is terrible. Oh, the Cowboys should have won that game. It was such a flip-flop moving of the goalposts that I had to get real disrespectful on that one. And I tagged people. I did all kind of stuff. I made sure they stood on their sentiments going into that football game. And then after that, we get no credit at all for that win.
As you should, because listen, had the Dallas Cowboys lost to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you will never hear the end of it. They will talk about Dak Prescott being a playoff choker, to talk about Tom Brady, how great he was, even at his advanced age. They would have dragged it out. We would have still been hearing about us losing to Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. But because we destroyed them from the start of the whistle to the very end of the game, you never hear that get brought up. You only hear about the playoff losses. You never actually hear about when Dak Prescott played well in the postseason or when he won postseason games.
Right.
Indeed, man. So now that we uncovered that, salute to Dak. Probably be one of the highest paid quarterbacks in league history pretty soon. Not sure when the contract gonna come down the pipeline, but I'm sure that it will. So let's actually talk about another quarterback, because we're gonna talk about some.
Hey, you know what's funny with Diggs though? That's the picture of him when he was calling the bitch though, right?
That's a different one. This from a different day. This from a different day.
No, I'm saying that picture.
No, that's what I'm talking about. This is from a different day. The day
you sure? Because that looks like that looks like
the day when he called him a bitch. The day when he called him a bitch, they were on the field together. It was after the defense had made a play.
Say it again.
They were on they had on helmets during that situation.
Okay.
That's how I could tell the difference. Because Dak sitting there with his hands on his.
I mean, they look like they got on helmets every day out there practice.
I'm talking about the
but it's okay. It's all good. Go on. I was just making it funny. Go ahead, next time.
I know you good. But speaking of training camp and other quarterbacks, your boy Trey Lance ain't having a great training camp. Now I know folks was telling me that Dak Prescott job was on the line. Start Trey Lance. What they said, Lance season, Trey season. He was a top 3 pick for a reason. And Bobby Belt said that man didn't even look like a NFL quarterback out there. And he was struggling. We seen him throw picks. We seen him be inaccurate with the football. Now, he looked good running the ball. When he took off running, for all the reports, his athleticism shines. But him throwing the ball, putting the ball in the air has been a little shaky. Now, at this point, of course, Dak Prescott looks better. But what you did not want to hear was that Cooper Rush still looks better. You were hoping that Trey Lance could take a stranglehold on that quarterback 2 position, because if he can't be quarterback 2, he can't be active on game day. If he can't be active on game day, you can't put him in these exotic packages that you want. So, what are y'all thought process about the reports that Trey Lance is sort of struggling right now?
Well, shoot.
I don't think he's struggling. I just think he's a third-string quarterback. He's not struggling. He's playing like a third-string quarterback. Like, he's showing the reason why he got traded to the Dallas Cowboys, why he lost his job to freaking. Because he didn't lose his job to Brock Purdy. He lost his job to, what's the boy's name from USC? Sam Darnold. He actually lost his job to Sam Darnold. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't. My expectations for Trey Lance was that he was a third string quarterback. So it's like, if he's a third string quarterback, then that, in my opinion, lets me know that he's not really a good quarterback, or he has a lot of room to develop. So even in my video that I said I don't necessarily think that Trey Lance is playing so bad. I just think that he has a lot of room to develop, And that's not what you're trying to do in 2024. We're not trying to develop a quarterback in 2024. And let's just be real. Dallas Cowboys has never developed a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Dak run rookie of the year. That means he was already good, bro. What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Rookie of the year means they was pros already. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't develop Dak. And they're not gonna develop Trey Lance, because Cowboys don't develop quarterbacks. That's why we go from Troy Aikman to like, you know what I'm saying? If you go look at people like to talk crap about the Cleveland Browns and their quarterback. Bro, go look at all the damn quarterbacks we have from Troy Aikman to all the way to Dak Prescott, or even just to Tony Romo. See all the damn quarterback names we have.
You're breaking up horribly right now.
Huh?
So you're breaking up horribly.
I'm breaking up.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like you got a speaker or something.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, it sounds good now.
A little bit better.
Hold on. I'm sorry.
Some people just got it or they don't got it now.
Right.
And like, it's too early to say Trey just a complete worthless piece of garbage. But I'll say this. He's not off to a good start. We could just say that consensus-wise. Everybody could say that he's not off to his best start. But like we're saying, I'm a Cowboy fan, so I need Trey to be better. I need Trey to do good so we can get some type of resources for him, because I want to use him as trade bait. I don't want these reports to come out here. So for the people who was up here campaigning for him to be going against Dak Prescott, you can lay that to bed. That was never a thought in my mind to begin with. But we do need something to come from this. You know what I'm saying? Because this right here shows me that Jerry Jones went into this without any type of supervision. Like he was doing this freestyle by himself. Like, you heard about Trey Lance, a potential first round quarterback that was available, and you ain't watched no tape or no film. You want to know how I know that? Because it ain't much tape or film on the kid. So you didn't do too much in-depth analysis on Trey Lance. Because if you did, you looked at him in college, mostly all he did was run around. Like, run around until somebody was open. And that's something you can do at a D3 type school.
Right.
And Coyote, I'll give you that. Listen, I'll give Trey Lance preseason to see if he can put it together. And so I'll give him preseason to see if he can put it together. But from what I'm just going off of what they saying right now. Listen, we done waited this long to get to training camp. You know, the same way that people are going to, you know, put people on a pedestal that perform well during training camp until preseasons get here. You also got to look at it from the standpoint of if you're struggling during training camp, then, you know, we'll also talk about it until you prove us otherwise.
Right. I think Trey Lance need to go ahead and add some muscle mass and try to be something like Taysom Hill. I just don't think the quarterback position for right now, because with the two organizations that he's been with, they've had somebody set in place. San Francisco had somebody set in place until they didn't, and then they found the diamond in the rough, and it was done. It was set in place. With Dallas, you come to a situation set in place. Like there's really no time for Trey Lance to get any playing time because we have such a competent quarterback. I seen it in the chat. You know, somebody said I feel sorry for him. I'm like, damn. You know, at the end of the day, I kind of feel sorry for him too, because you're kind of wasting your developmental years and going into quote unquote the prime, just sitting behind somebody at the 3 spot. And I don't understand, other than just people are getting used to Dak and people are getting tired of Dak. It's like that somebody would say, you know, oh, put me in, coach, you know, just put him on in, coach, without establishing yourself and getting over the QB2. Like you guys said, at training camp, he can't even beat that feat. So I hear reports of CD Lamb, you know, it's close. So I think Dak is close too.
That's one thing. Let me touch on that. I don't have a graphic for that. The person that is reporting that is not like a national media guy, but at the same time, he got a good track record. So I'm not saying that it's fake news. I'm not saying that it's real. I don't know. I'm the kind of person that's going to wait and talk about it when the shoe actually drops. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a dude on Twitter that's saying it. Nobody would be taking this seriously at all if he hadn't been right about a couple of these other contracts around the league.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
well, actually, you know, before I jumped on,
all the person did is quoted an estimated contract with CD Lamb should get. That's all they did, bro. That's just like you saying that West Coast was reported smoking weed. I mean, of course I am, because you know I'm gonna be smoking at some point. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't say when. They didn't say what day. They didn't say how. But if you said we saw West Coast smoking weed, that statement is so general.
Let me stop you, Wes, because you sound bad. You sound bad. So let me see. What you talking off of?
What do you mean, my volume sounds bad?
Yes, it sounds.
What the heck? I don't know, man. Let me try it again, man.
Sound like you inside of a tunnel, inside of a tunnel, inside of another tunnel.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay, brother. I said, hell, we up. Hey, listen, we be building this plane while it's in the air. It's all good, man. It's all good. We up here to try and get this content out.
Yeah, we do this live. We do it live. You know that.
Hello?
Hold on, wait. Say something.
What was the last time?
One more thing.
Yo.
You sound clear now.
You sound better now.
What I was saying is the person just quoted it's called a generalization. They just made a very general statement. That's all it was. And I was giving the example of Sam Dunn saying that, like, you know, we saw West Coast smoking weed. I'd be like, yeah, that's very general statement because that's something that I do in California. But you didn't tell me when you saw me. You didn't tell me what I was smoking. You didn't tell me what I had on. There was zero details outside of him just quoting some numbers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, for me, that's not a source. That's not a source at all. A source is someone who gives you information, not even information, but they give you the details of the information. You know what I'm saying? And I think right now anybody can, like, that's just like me posting Dak is going to get $249 million at $60 million at $59 million a year. Now my social platform is big enough where if I quoted that, there are some people that would actually believe that. Why? Because I am credible. I'm West Coast Cowboy. I'm very credible. But that is also a very general statement. And I think as content creators, we have to know. It's kind of like the Force on, they say on Star Wars. We have this power where we can move the nation by the things that we say and we post. And we got to always make sure that we're using that power correctly. You know what I'm saying? And I think this person that was doing that was not using that power correctly. And that's the reason why we're talking about it. Because
I just have to say, like, it really don't get better, and I hear feedback. So I don't know what you said.
You might need to go out and come back in with.
Yeah, and also to Delusional. By me reporting on what somebody said does not make us a liar. You are a person whose name is Dak Delusional Fans. You are a hater. So no, we are not actually taking your opinion, at all. We don't give a damn about what you're talking about. So if I go out here and say that somebody was at training camp, said he didn't look good, that's just what it is. Now, I ain't seen Law video, much respect to Law Nation, but I'm just reporting about what somebody else at training camp said. So you can agree or you can disagree, but at this point, he's not the only person that's saying it. There are plenty of people that are at training camp that's saying that he's not particularly playing well, and we're gonna leave it at that.
Can you hear me?
Sort of. Kind of, sort of.
Okay, what they said was reported from Law. What they talking about?
I don't know. He's talking about watch Law video. I ain't seen Law video. You know what I'm saying? So I can't speak on what another content creator said.
Can y'all hear me better now?
Yeah, like stay right there as you talk.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, I was just saying it was a very general statement that someone said about the CeeDee Lamb contract. That's all I was saying. I just think it was very general.
Okay. Very, very much understood. But yeah, so let's move on to a different player. Since that ruffled people's feathers that they future savior ain't playing like quarterback Jesus just yet. So somebody that is playing well, that everybody says is playing well, right? Is one Tyler Guyton. They said Tyler Guyton is playing well. This is Patrick No C saying that Tyler Guyton was getting reps on first team, but this time in full team drills, and this time against Micah Parsons. I saw with my own two eyes Guyton wall off the lion on a couple of reps. Do with that info what you will. So, listen, if you're holding up against one of the best pass rushers in the league as a raw rookie, I think you did pretty good. I'm not saying that he's already going to be Tyron Smith or anything like that, right? But, he's having a good training camp so far. And listen, he wasn't getting first team reps to start training camp. Chuma was. So the fact that he earned some first team reps, and by the way, Brock Hoffman is still getting the first team reps at center, just to throw that out there. So it's not like they're just handing off the job as easily as you may think. So he's earned first team reps, and in the first team reps that he's gotten, he's played very well with them, right? So what are y'all thoughts on Tyler Guyton so far having a good one?
I mean, I'll admit I was kind of shaky whenever we drafted him, whenever he first came in and was considered, a project. I was kind of shaky about it, but I keep hearing this and the fact that if you think about it, iron sharpens iron. So you want him out there with the first team getting those reps so that he can be prepared for a Myles Garrett in week one. He kind of has a gauntlet coming in as a rookie. So to hear reports like this, it really kind of soothes my soul.
Yeah, I can't lie. My thoughts about Tyler Guyton, I look at him as he's really giving me Tyler Smith vibes. He really is. And it's early. I know that's high praise, but I promise you, the things that I liked about Tyler Smith, contrary to what a lot of other people were saying when we drafted him and when he came in, I like the same things about Tyler Guyton. It's his mindset, his tenacity, the way he go about his business. This man, I don't know if y'all watched his interview, but this man said every day since he was drafted, he did not go on vacation. He ain't did nothing. He worked with Duke every single day. And when I heard that, I said, wow, that's the same type of attitude Tyler Smith had when he came in here. That boy was all about his business. Tyler Smith was all about like putting on for his hometown. And that's exactly what Tyler Guyton looked like he on. He trying to put on for his hometown again. And it just hit different when you playing for your real state, your real team, your real city, it look like. We might need to drop a few more of these guys straight out of Texas. Because they look like they play with some pride on their shoulders.
I'm happy that the Cowboys. I'm happy that that he's playing well. You guys gotta remember though, they ain't putting no pads on there. So what it just means is he moving fast. So let's talk about. Offensive line, defensive line. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't even look at them when they're not in shoulder pads, helmets, and stuff because there's not really nothing that you can really do. I know for a fact Micah Parsons is not going 100% if he is not in no shoulder pads and no helmets because you're not even supposed to. They're not supposed to be going 100% right now. So, and then with the injury to Sam Williams, I guarantee you they're going even less.
Now
they going even.
They are now. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this was before or after, but I'm glad that you said. Well, matter of fact, matter of fact, everybody has spoken on Tyler Guyton so far, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then we can segue to the Sam Williams injury. Cause dog, man, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's crazy. I literally talked to him on the first day of training camp. I said, Slam. He looked dead at me. What's up, West Coast? And then he did the drill. Then when he came over and did the drill, after he did the little drill, he came over and dapped up both my sons, got back in line, did the drill. And the next day, you know what I'm saying?
That's sad.
I was crying. I didn't even lie. I was crying about it.
Indeed, man. So first and foremost, man, we wish a speedy recovery to Sam the Slam Williams, landlord. You know, you coined the shit out there, by the way. This is the thing. The MRI confirmed that he tore his ACL. But what this report does not also list, he also tore his MCL. So he actually has multiple ligament injuries. So he has an ACL and an MCL, and he will be out for the entirety of the 2024 season. So before I even pass this on to y'all, I had some free time, so I made a graphic. So the Dallas Cowboys, of course, lost Dorrance Armstrong. He's playing with the Washington Commanders. They lost Dante Fowler, who was also playing for the Washington Commanders. And now they've lost Sam Williams. Between the three of them, they lost 16 sacks from the 2023 season. I'm not, and you know that's not counting the pressures. They're not counting the quarterback hits. They're not counting the hurries. But the Dallas Cowboys lost a large portion of their sack production for last year. Because we only had like 50-something sacks. You know, you get to 25, that's half of that. So they'd have lost like 40, 30, whatever the percentile of their sack and pass rush percentage. So with what the Dallas Cowboys currently have, where are they going to get this production from? Because remember,
like real quick, Henny. I was actually in West Coast Live earlier today, and he spoke of something that was real pertinent to this situation and Sam Williams going down. So I'd like for him to repeat what he said. He put a video out about it, but what he said it was jewels. So
Cowboys fan, thank you, because I actually forgot to post a video.
Oh.
Oh my God. Thank you so much, bro, for reminding me. I will post that video as soon as I get off this live. What I was basically saying is the person who needs to replace Sam Williams is no other than Micah Parsons. Like, Micah Parsons needs to stay his ass on the football field. Like, Micah Parsons already is getting subbed too much. You know what I'm saying? And more importantly, Micah Parsons wants to get paid like the highest paid defensive player in the year, $30 million. Well, $30 million is stay your ass on the field on every play type of money, bro. Like, when he needs to die, I know that's a lot of money, right? No, for a year. That's a lot, right? I know. Millions. You know what I'm saying? He need to that's it, bro. You need to play for that type of money. Your ass need to be volunteering to play special teams. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you like he should die on the football field, bro. Like, there's no reason. Like, you got to think like this too. If you think of right now, if you got to replace 14, 15 snaps of Sam Williams, that he wouldn't even really playing that. You know what I'm saying? You got to replace probably like 10 snaps, 10, 12 snaps of a backup for Micah Parsons. In my opinion, I think it makes more sense to just tell Micah Parsons, bro, we're gonna play him 12 snaps. Why am I gonna go out pay somebody for 12 snaps a game? Not even know if they're gonna give you the production of Sam Williams. Like, you're gonna go pay somebody, you don't even know if he's gonna give you that production. Or I can promote someone like a rookie, and I'm not gonna say that he's not gonna play, but I'm gonna just say like this. These games are gonna be important at the beginning, bro. So I'm not trying to tell me this. When you took Micah Parsons off the field, we was not okay with that. But at least you took him off the field to replace him with who? Sam Williams, a.k.a. Slam Williams. Now you want to replace Micah Parsons with a dude we just drafted? Nah, fam. Bro, you got to stay your ass on the field, bro. Nah, fam. And guess what, Micah? This is where you show the Dallas Cowboys that you're worth all that money that you want. This is where you show them. Because guess what? You know, you tell the Cowboys, listen, Micah Parsons should be saying this. He should be saying, Cowboy Nation, bruh, save that $2 million you're going to give to some dude to come in here and rush the passer. Why? Because I'm supposedly tired. Now, remember, he said, D-Law, I mean, not D-Law, but them boy, who was it that said they were tired in that game? And then Micah Parsons said that, huh?
It was D-Law.
Huh? Oh, okay, I didn't want to say that because I you know what I'm saying, because I didn't want to say it. But yes, he said, D-Law said they were tired, right? Micah Parsons said, that's the culture we trying to get out of here. He listened to that Kevin Gates, we don't get tired. So since you don't get tired, you have to stand on the field. I need you to stand on business on what you said. I need you to stand on that business on what you said about D-Lo. I need you to stand on it in 2020 and in 2024, this year right here. You said you don't get tired. You said that's the culture we trying to get out of here. Show me then, bruh. And you want to get paid $30 million? Show me. Michael Parsons, listen to me. I love you, dog. And if you do this, I'm going to be standing in the parade saying, pay that man, pay that man. I'm already saying paying it. But guess what, Micah? Now you have the opportunity to do it, bruh. So you need to do it. Micah Parsons needs to play. That's what needs to happen because there's too much of a drop off between. There's nobody on this team now that I want to take Micah Parsons on the field, especially if Micah Parsons is healthy. He's healthy and he ain't tired because remember he said he don't get tired. So
I'll say this.
With anybody.
I'll say this. The way somebody got to get muted. I hear feedback.
My bad.
I'll mute you.
Okay, the way we gonna get our production in pass rush, I feel like it's gonna have to be Zim. Zim are gonna have to scheme up some stuff, man. It is what it is. And I don't know about the Ricky Nealon. I don't know about Junior Hoku. I actually like Chance Ghostin, but I don't know if they're gonna give him a shot at DN. They keep throwing him in the inside. So I feel like Chance will be a nice DN, no lie. But I don't think they're going to be smart enough. Maybe Zim's smart enough to put Chance out there. And I guarantee you, if you put Chance on DN, he going to be a beast. I ain't saying he going to be a pro bowler, but he going to do a damn good job. You going to notice him way more than you've been noticing him at defensive tackle. I tell you that much. But another way you can do it, you got some fast linebackers. You know, Zim like to get exotic with his blitzes. You're going to have to get some Obershon in there mixed in there. You're going to have to get some Damone Clark mixed in there. You know, our linebackers didn't do much blitz. So we probably going to have to put some packages where you got Overshawn off the edge. You know, he showed a lot of that out of Texas. He was coming off the edge in Texas. So I would love to see some Overshawn coming off in the blitz. He could be the extra man.
Hey, landlord. They're using
hold on, man.
as your third linebacker right now. I'm giving you an update on what they're doing out there right now. So that's what I'm saying.
Say what?
You're the only way you would be able to use Overshawn as that extra guy is if you're replacing that as a linebacker. Overshawn is basically your starting third linebacker right now. So he's actually on the field.
I know, but you could just switch up the alignment and put him on the edge. You can switch up the alignment and put him on the edge, make him come to the line. I ain't saying this is a. Hold on, I'm not saying this is a base situation, but in pass rushing situations, you could just put him on the edge. Go ahead.
I'm my only reason why I'm gonna give you some feedback is I'm not having Overshawn. Brett, if you're on the edge, that means you're working on tackles. I don't want Overshawn coming off an injury, having to go up against some other dudes like Tyler Guyton, dudes like freaking Trent Williams. No, I don't want him.
But I'm just telling you that's what his skill set is. That's what he was doing.
But not really. His skill set can be that, but that's not his body type. I don't care what his skill set is. Think about this. That boy Bell.
That's why it's gonna be sparingly. It's gonna be periodically. It's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be situational. It's not gonna be the whole game. It's gonna be.
Listen. I don't mind him blitzing from the stand-up linebacker position because that means he'll be shooting a gap. He'll be trying to get in between somebody. But him standing in front of a tackle and a tackle seeing him and him coming. Sam, bro. There's a difference between Sam Williams' size and Overshawn size. Like Overshawn is almost built like a safety. He's really built like a safety. Like, man, I'm gonna tell you something else. They're actually still doing that third safety thing. They're still doing that. Like, there still be times where there's three safeties on the field. That boy Bell is still out there. They still be having three safeties out there. You know what I'm saying? So I would have Overshawn doing that before especially.
Well, you can bring Dono in the pit if you gonna still do the three safety look. Bring Dono on some blitzes. What you should have been doing in the begin with. You should have been doing that to begin with because that's how you use Dono. We got away from that last year because, you know, DQ was on some other stuff.
Well, he got hurt.
Yeah, and injuries, bro. You know when you blitzing them little boys, man, they get, you know what I'm saying? Them dudes get, yeah, I mean, it's all good when the torpedo hit the target, but when they hit a wall, nobody, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times them blitzes, they hit walls. Most of the time when a safety comes blitzing, it typically gets picked up because they can see you. You know what I'm saying?
I know kind of like that, though, man. That's going to just have to be a risk. He going to have, because that's his whole game. Like, that's his game. When the best year you seen Donovan Wilson was when he was doing stuff like that. He had how many sacks that year? He had like 2-3 sacks, 4 sacks.
I think
you see what I'm saying? That's the best Donovan Wilson you can get when he playing like that. So if he can't do that, you might as well, you know what I'm saying?
Donovan Wilson's greatest asset is taking the ball away, bro. Like, he takes the ball away. That's his greatest. If you go look at his career, his greatest asset is taking the ball away, dislodging that ball. You know what I'm saying? Whether that taking it out the receiver's hand or the tight end, or once or twice when he on one of them sacks against that's really his greatest attribute. But I really want to know y'all questions on y'all thoughts on what I said though about because listen, like Micah Parsons, as a Dallas Cowboy, as Jerry Jones, I would really, because you guys know Jerry Jones is cheap, right? What's the cheapest thing you can do right now to get the max production at missing Sam Williams? And that is telling Michael Parsons he has to play more.
But this is the thing, Wes. Michael already plays 80% of the snaps, and he has not. And he has not finished the season healthy at any point. He was banged up these last couple of years at the end of the season. That was with him resting, and that's still with him not even really playing linebacker. He just been rushing the passer. He's supposed to be playing more linebacker this year, right? So he gonna take on more contact than just being a pass rusher. And let's talk about realistically, because you're not just replacing Sam Williams. You had question marks at replacing pass rushers before Sam Williams got hurt. You ain't really replaced any.
Not really, because I mean, the only person you lost, the only production that you lost was secondary production. Like Dorrance Armstrong was not. Dorrance Armstrong never had a.
You lost
Yes,
your
but
second lead sack getter, and then you lost your third
I understand that, but if we never, and Dorrance Armstrong, that's my dog. You know what I'm saying? But Dorrance Armstrong never got a sack.
But who did you replace him with?
Who's at the door? Dorrance Armstrong never got a. I mean, to be honest with you, none of them dudes. The only people that really be getting sacks when we really need it, I'm gonna tell you, DeMarcus Lawrence. I'm gonna just keep it real with you. Micah Parsons really don't even get sacks when we. Oh my God, I need a sack right now, bruh. DeMarcus Lawrence. DeMarcus Lawrence is really the dude that does it, bruh.
All right. But my next question: who did you replace those people with? Because their production still flying in the wind. Who's supposed to get those sacks?
Who's gonna replace the production? The first person should be Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons does need to play more. Like because at the end of the day, listen to me. It's not really about like these are professional athletes, right? So you can ask more from a professional athlete. How many more snaps
can he play if he's playing 80? How many more snaps can he play if he's playing 80?
At this point, to keep it real, at the beginning of the season, as much as he can. Bro, he's asking, listen to me. We got to think how Jerry Jones thinks. If you are Jerry Jones, you got to listen to me, at 80%, if I'm Jerry Jones, bro, I'm not paying you $30 million to play 80% of the snaps. Like, that's 20% of the game. You're not even on the field. Like, if you're Micah Parsons, you're trying to run it up. So if I'm Micah Parsons, bro, I do not, and I'm going to tell you, most of these guys do not want to leave the field. They don't want to leave the field. So I'm pretty sure Micah Parsons has a problem with paying 20 with being on the field a large part of the time. And you got to think like this. He already has vocalized that he doesn't like that. Because remember the game that we won when he was like, free me or whatever he said? Micah Parsons wants to be on the
I thought that was your boy that said that. I thought that was
Sam said it, but I mean Micah said some similar stuff. Like this is a guy that wants to play. He wants to be on the field more. So it's like, bro, in this season where you're legitimately like, if I'm Micah Parsons' agent, bro, don't leave the field. Don't leave the field. Like, don't leave the field. At the end of the day, you need, and think about this. The only way he gonna get to the magic number, he got to get 20 sacks. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think the Cowboys are gonna pay him some ridiculous number without 20 sacks, bro. Because the NFL is gonna tear them alive, bro. Because
but this is the thing. Like, he's played more snaps than Nick Bosa in these last 3 seasons. Nick Bosa, who was the $30 million
yeah, but Nick Bosa missing games too, though.
Playing 90% of the snaps.
He missing games. Mike Parsons don't miss no games.
We also blow people out. So there's a game Michael Parsons played the whole game until we are up 1,000.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna tell you, the Cowboys.
So that works.
I'm gonna tell you something the Cowboys don't do too. The Cowboys don't blitz as much when we're up. Like we don't try to smother opponents. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that, and that's why opponents be low key getting back in games. Because when we get up, we kind of turn it down a little bit. Where other teams, when they get up, they just let them. We would never. I don't think a player on our team would ever have a chance of getting 7 sacks on a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Because the Cowboys would turn the blitz down. We're in Atlanta, bro. They just kept coming. They were like, "F that. We just gonna run it. They gonna give us 10 sacks. We're gonna get it."
So are we out on kneeling?
We ain't never seen him play.
We never seen him do nothing.
This man is a 2nd-round pick from Western Michigan. He got great physical attributes. You know what I'm saying? They comped him to DeMarcus Lawrence. He's a run stopper. He probably would develop into a pass rusher, but I haven't seen him play in the NFL yet. So, I can't say what he is or what he isn't until I actually see him play. So, I'm not saying that I'm out on him. I'm just saying, I'm not counting on children. I'm not counting on kids. So when veteran players get hurt, and the Dallas Cowboys don't really address it, I take that shit seriously.
Hey, I'm gonna say this for all my Madden players out there. You're playing Madden. Go put socks on, bro. You're playing Madden. It says Micah Parsons wants to be subbed out. He's at 86%. It gives you an option to sub him in with Keelan, who's probably 100% healthy, but he's at a 70. He had a 69. Then you got such and such us who's healthy, but he had a da-da-da-da-da. I'm going to tell you what 99% of the people going to do. They're going to say, F that, Micah Parsons. This is a video game. Stay your butt in the game. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. We're going to be like, man, F that, bro.
I mean, Wes, I'm saying even if Micah Parsons plays more, there is too much missing production for him to make it.
Oh no,
like
I'm not.
himself.
I'm just talking about the sacks. I'm not talking about the other production. I'm talking about the actual snaps. Sam Williams also plays on special teams. Michael Parsons is not playing on special teams at all. So I understand you're gonna need someone to replace him. But I'm saying in those moments, there were times where listen to me. There were times where Sam Williams was on the field on a 3rd and 4, and Micah Parsons was on the bench. That's what I'm saying. We should never have those situations again. Because there's nobody that I trust more than Micah Parsons in those situations. Outside of maybe Sam Williams. And think about this. Even in those times, I would rather have Micah Parsons on the field. I would rather have
Cowboy fan. Hold on, man. Angry Cowboy fan. How you feel about it? What we're saying.
I mean, I get it, and I like what he's saying, but as far as like, he's at 80% right now. He can play more and give him that, the backup to actually take him out of the game, to give him a breather or two or whatever, then send him right back in. And those times where we are blowing him out, you can sit him down, you can catch your breath and stuff. But in those much needed games, like when we're playing the Ravens or the 49ers or even the Cleveland Browns, I kind of want Micah Parsons in there a majority of the snaps. It ain't got to be 100 because nobody can ever play 100, even though we do come from Iron Man football in the high school. But, at the end of the day, it's his body, and they don't want him banged up at the end of the season as well. So you really gotta manage that. And maybe you have somebody that is in the organization right now that could be that player to give him a breather,
True.
Indeed. And listen, we all know that Dallas Cowboys are cheap. So, they probably aren't going to bring in any known player to really replace Sam any damn way. They probably should. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, the same way that we're one injury away from having a mediocre wide receiving core, we're also one injury away now from having probably the worst pass rush in the league. If anything happened to Micah Parsons, if this man wake up with
a hangnail,
he got a hangnail. Man, how the hell we've been around each other too long, bro.
A hangnail, we are toast. But I was about to say this. Can y'all hear me out for 1 second? All right. We know.
Go ahead, bro.
It's a lot of people that like to indulge in the ganja, you know what I'm saying? The cannabis, all right? It's legal now. It's basically legal everywhere except Alabama. And in the NFL, it's legal. So what's wrong with Michael? What about Randy Gregory, man? Just hit me out. Let's bring Randy Gregory in this bitch. What's up? I'll take Randy Gregory. I believe in his
would I take Randy Gregory back? I mean, you listen to me. I would take him back. Why not? There are some other options I would probably do before that. You know what I'm saying? Like Micah Parsons flat out playing more would be my first option. Because my thing is this, this is my thing, bro. Like, I don't really think we need a defensive tackle, bro. A defensive end. Like, we need a freaking defense. Like, bro, we need a defensive tackle. Like, I don't really care about sacks as much as everybody else does. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need, everybody, I guess since we need sacks, we just assuming that Mazi Smith gonna do his job. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not under the impression that he's gonna do his job. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody's under the impression that Mazi Smith's going to do his job. We just also know the Dallas Cowboys are tackle. They spent a first round pick on that man, and they're gonna play him.
Yeah, but
what it is with you. I want us to go get DJ Reed. We had one of the best defensive run stoppers in the league was on the open market. They didn't even look his way. They let their starting defensive tackle leave the SMO shit. So listen, I've been wanting to get a damn defensive tackle. The Dallas Cowboys just had 1,000 opportunities to do so, and just ain't did it. So I just don't trust them to do it now. That's why I don't even talk about it no more. I just don't.
Then why are we talking about bringing in Randy Gregory? The Cowboys ain't about to bring Randy Gregory back up in here, man. The Cowboys,
because there was somebody, because they replaced him. That's about the only thing.
Randy left under a contract stipulation, bro. Like he felt that the Cowboys was trying to get over on him. Like the Cowboys slipped him in the put something extra in the contract that they didn't even talk about. Like, I don't think Randy Gregory will ever come back to Dallas.
If we'll sign Michael Bennett, we probably sign Randy Gregory, bro.
We won't. No, I know Randy Gregory. Randy Gregory. I mean, listen to me. If a contract's on the contract, and he ain't got nowhere else to go. I'm pretty sure he will. But the Cowboys.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, they literally, in his opinion, wrote additional information in the contract after he signed it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that
really is when you think about it.
So it's like, how could you, like, I mean, that's why, but the cool thing about the game is, yes, there's only 32 teams in the NFL that you can even play for. So would he have a chance of playing for the Cowboys? Yes. I mean, if it's between the Cowboys and the Shanghai Sharks, I'm pretty sure he will pick the Cowboys. But do I think Randy Gregory's out here willingly? And then you got to think, man, the nation does not like him, bro. So I just don't think that he would want to come back. Like, I think that he would literally take something really less to go. You know what I'm saying?
They'll like him as soon as he making sacks. Okay, we ain't talking. I don't really care too much about sacks either. I'm just kind of like you. I'd rather sacks on third down. I'm a fan of those. Sacks that get people off the field. You know, sacks like that. I'm a fan of that. I'd rather more stops. I want some tangible stuff. Some stuff I can hang my hat on and pack up and take to the playoffs. I need stuff like that. I need the top defensive scoring team. I need one of those, or the least amount of points given. You know what I'm saying? I need that type of attributes on my team this year.
Hey, landlord, can I ask you a question? If you have a choice between signing a defensive end or Stephon Gilmore, who would you sign?
Gilmore.
Thank you. There you go. Because guess what? You want to know why? Because subliminally, we all know, bruh, if we need a sack, we got him, bruh. Somebody's going to, bruh, we didn't know Dante Fowler was going to come out there and start just racking up sacks out of nowhere. What?
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, but he wasn't like that when he was coming from where he was coming from. We got him for the cheap.
I liked Dante the whole time.
I liked him too, but what I'm saying is, like, bro, you get so much attention from DeMarcus Lawrence and Micah Parsons. I feel like if you put anybody over there, they're going to get you a couple sacks, man. Because that's what we were basically saying about Dorrance Armstrong. Dorrance Armstrong was not creating pressure. He was benefiting off of someone else's pressure.
Really, though, with the way this coverage could be, we could be getting some sacks anyway, by default. Because if Trey healthy and be Trayvon Diggs again, then you got Bland over there. You got a pretty solid cornerback room. So you could be having some good coverage and then force some sacks in that way too.
Yeah, but piggybacking off,
really good point.
You know, just piggybacking off what Landlord said earlier, the fact of wanting something tangible that you can go into the playoffs with. Like, 3 and outs are tangible. I know we were kind of putting all our money on takeaways, putting all our money on strip fumbles and interceptions. I don't like that. I don't want to have to rely on that going into the playoffs, relying in the fact that your defensive line is disciplined. And that was something about Randy Gregory. I was watching video and he jumped off sides twice, 2 times in a row. So anyway, something very disciplined that we can go into the playoffs to, instead of just hopefully we get an interception that can win the game, you know?
Hopefully, we'll see. But at this point in time, the Dallas Cowboys can't do anything. They got 1 pass rusher. They can't stop the run. We got 1,000 questions. We got more questions as of today than we do answers. Because I still don't know what our damn running back room gonna do outside of Zeke. I don't even know if Rico Dow gonna stay healthy because he hasn't up to this point. So I don't know, man. There's a bunch of things the Dallas Cowboys need to address. So, hey, there's no wrong answers to it. Because, listen, we've been needed a defensive tackle. We needed a defensive tackle for the last 5 years. Have we gotten one outside of old man Jonathan Hankins, who was a journeyman? Hell no. But, you know.
Do you think they got a Hankins move up under their sleeve?
I hope. For the love of God, I hope. Because, listen, the defensive tackle you're banking on is coming off of surgery, right? He's coming off of surgery. So how am I supposed to expect this man who struggled last year to play better than he did last year when he may not be 100% to start the damn year? Like, he ain't really been getting better. If you're rehabbing, you're not getting better. You're just trying to heal your body so you can be back the same person. And once you're recovered, then you can build on that base that you built up. So I'm not really even sure how good Mazi Smith is going to be to start the year off. Secondly, when you look at the entirety of the defensive tackle room, like, dog, who the hell is out there that we have?
just
Because Osa, hold up, I'll be done in just a second. Osa, damn 3-tech, he don't stop the run. The boy from Auburn, a 7th-round pick, you can't expect shit from him. The other guys are also journeyman defensive tackle. So who on your team was supposed to be stopping the damn run?
I was just about to say, damn, I think I might have lost my train of thought. You were talking about the defensive end.
You getting old, man.
I mean, defensive tackle. Yeah, that's what it was. It was some real messy stuff going on. Okay, I'ma just warn you. Okay, what do you think about Michael Parsons' 3-page analysis on Mazi Smith?
Yeah. I ain't seen it yet. Break it down for me.
Oh, he said a lot of stuff. I've seen some people say it's leadership and this and that. And I don't know, bro. But they asked him what he think about Mazi Smith, and he went on to say something along the lines of, it's not what Mazi is gonna do, it's about what Mazi has to do. He has to be this for us, and he has to do that, has to do this. It was you gotta kind of watch it, man. Then he came down and said that's why he pushing Mazi conditioning and he doing this and he doing that. He's being supportive after he pretty much said, kind of threw him under the bus. He was like, if he can't do it, in this league they find other people that's able to do it. He said stuff like that too. So I mean, you gotta watch it, bro. It was kind of eye opening, eyebrow raising in my opinion. But he gave a thorough analysis on Mazi, and to me, it's like I say, just you should leave that for the coaches. That's just my opinion.
I mean, at the same time, there's a lot of people that actually want that from their leaders. Right now, I consider Micah, he's not a leader just yet. He's taking those steps in that direction. But being, teammates and everything, you wouldn't want a teammate that you would look up to, because Mazi Smith is definitely going to be looking up to Micah Parsons as that figure. You wouldn't want that figure to come to you and you're like, yo, you need to tighten this up because this is do or die. They will get rid of you if you don't tighten this up. So we need to get it popping. We need to get it going. That's something that should be left to the coaches and not the leaders of the team.
In my opinion, yes, because when you think about it, that's almost operating as if you don't have any flaws. You a player. So it's players like D. Law that might look at Michael like, yo, he needs to do this, he needs to do that. That's not a player's place to come up here and do a full analysis on a player, in my opinion, because of that. That's almost, if you're an active player, that's almost saying like you perfect. If you can sit up here and just break down somebody, I'm sure it's somebody on the team that can do you the same way, but they won't because it's a certain etiquette in this. You see what I'm saying? If you ask DeMarcus Lawrence, I guarantee you it's some things that he feel like Michael should do better. But he ain't gonna come on there and say that because it's proper etiquette amongst those players. He shouldn't have did that, in my opinion. That's just me. Some people call it leadership, but I don't see it in that light because you gotta listen. Did you actually see the comments that he made? Like, did you hear what he said?
I did not.
Yeah, you got to kind of see it, bro, for you to get the proper feel of it. That's just my opinion.
I'll definitely check that out.
What about you, Wes? Did you see Micah's comments about
Micah needs to shut up, bro. Like, Micah talks too goddamn much, bro. Like, for a guy that, like, he needs to close his mouth, bro. Like, at the end of the day, bro, this is the thing, bro. Like, how do I say this, bro? Like, all that stuff, listen to me, all that stuff about people saying him about being selfish and all that stuff, bro. I'm starting to realize a lot of that stuff was true, bro. And it's not that he's just selfish. He is. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah.
Y'all can hear me? Oh, my bad. I thought landlord said he couldn't hear me. My bad. My fault, brother.
I thought landlord said something. Landlord, you alive? I heard you say yikes and you went silent.
Yeah,
you
I said
over there, my
yikes.
boy?
That's all.
Hey, we know you work in an environment, bro. So if you say likes, we making sure you got all your fingers and toes and legs and stuff. You good?
Man,
Yeah, I'm good. I'm not at work though, so I'm good.
He out there cooking up that batch and that
That's what I'm saying, boy. That boy said yikes, and we had a federal warning came across the street.
Yeah, that man be living Breaking Bad.
Hey, but listen to me. Micah needs to learn that for a dude who in the media, he does not do a very good job of conducting himself in the media. And like, this is what he needs to understand. When you're in the media, and it's just like when your girl asks you, does this make me look fat? TJ, can you hear me? If your mommy said, does this dress make me look fat? What are you going to say? Thank you, son. You see what they just said? No. They don't even know what the dress is. They don't even know what No. Bro, when you were in front of the media, that is not the time to tell the truth. What are you talking about, bro?
Bro, I'm glad that y'all brought that up. You remember what he said about Mike Zimmer?
Yes, bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, no, this is not the time to be telling the truth. And think about this. What if you haven't met Matt Zimmer? What if it's because Matt Zimmer wasn't at Dallas yet? Or what if what if it was just some random stuff? You can't, every time you say it in the media, it makes it into something bigger than what it is. And I'm gonna be honest with you, if I'm Mazi Smith, I ain't gonna lie, I might just let a guard move up to the second level and blast your ass and be like, yo, my bad, bro. I'll make sure I do it so I stay in the NFL and he gonna hit your ass next time. I might do that one time. I might let him get cut one time. Because he need to understand, big dog. Yeah, because you gonna need to understand that, guess what? If I play better, that means you get to play better. You out here talking about replacing me, bro? I'm a first round pick. What the hell? What is that? Like, Micah Parsons, if anybody knows that it takes a year or so for a defensive tackle to get immaculated, like, come on, bro. Like I just feel like honestly, Micah Parsons is an angry Dallas Cowboy fan, Dallas Cowboy player right now, because he don't really got nothing positive to say about anybody on the team right now. If you really think about it, except for himself.
He said? Did you? Yeah, he said I'm one of the most feared.
Hey, can I say something real quick? And this is gonna be disrespectful, and I'm probably gonna get canceled when I say this, but I'm saying it, bro. Micah Parsons is the president of Bleacher Report, right?
Yep.
His brother blogs on what platform?
Who knows?
Next.
Thank you. There you go. All I'm saying, if I was the president of Bleacher Report, Henny, listen to you, my cousin, dog. You ain't even my brother, but you my cousin. I swear for God, you ain't working for the state no more, bruh. I'm the president of Bleacher Report, bro. You full time. What are you talking about, bro? Go write some articles. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, that's how it should work. But like, I'm just looking like, Wes, you said something, bro. Like, a lot of the rumblings that we heard in the offseason, like they say it's the Micah Parsons smear campaign, but I'm not going out what I see other people say. I'm going out for what I see from you, bro. I'm just being real. I can't turn a blind eye from every characteristic you're showing me. I can't do that.
Facts. And think about this, landlord. We don't even know Micah Parsons like that. We're not even in the locker room with him every day. So imagine a dude that's in the locker room with him every day. It's probably a last piece of cornbread Micah Parsons grab that hoe. Like, go sit down somewhere, boy.
Man,
my cornbread.
Bro, Micah pissed me off every day. And I don't even be around 24/7. So listen to that.
Micah
every day.
Hey.
I'm just being real, man. Like you said, look at this now. Did you hear? See, y'all got to go back and watch that interview. Yeah. Because they asked him about Malik Hooker. You should have seen his mannerisms and how he was. I'm gonna tell you right now. From that interview alone, I can tell you 100% without a shadow of a doubt, Michael Parsons do not mess with Malik Hooker. I'm going to tell you that right now. I promise you. And I'm not overreacting. I'm not being hyperbolic at all. I'm just telling you straight up from a man knowing what a man look like and feel like from his mannerisms and how he looking at you. You can tell Michael is not fond of Malik Hooker. And that problem that they had is not resolved either. No, It's not. And I just got to be honest with the people. I'm sorry.
And you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy too? That if you really go look at Malik Hooker's comments and you see how Micah Parsons been acting and how he's lightweight acting now, the only problem I have with Malik Hooker is the same problem I had with what's that boy name, that the defensive player that said, oh, you know, we don't be running 100%. We don't play 100% on every play. Everybody got mad at him. Like, bro, yeah, that might be Xavier Woods, and I got mad at him too. And guess what? I know for a fact you don't play. Everybody thinks that you are, but real football players know, bro. If you're on the non-play side and the play is 5 yards up the field, you're not catching him, bro. But you're gonna chase him because you want to look like you're chasing him. You're not gonna catch you're not catching him, bro. Right? So it's like sometimes when people say obvious truths, we get mad at them. And I ain't gonna lie, I got mad at people when they said an obvious truth about Micah Parsons. That could be absolutely not true. And guess what? I made a video on it. And guess what? I was going against people who were in the locker room. Like and I'm gonna tell y'all this, bro. Going forward, whenever I hear these anonymous sources inside the locker room, I'm believing them, bro. I'm believing them. Because they've been right, bro. They've been right a bunch of times, bro.
Indeed, man. So, we've been on here, though, man, for a little bit over an hour. Do y'all got any closing thoughts y'all want to give to the people before we shut it down, man?
I'm pretty good. I just do not, when the regular season kicks off, do not have that syndrome that Man in Black did with the little swipe away your memory type gadget. Don't be acting like that happened to you. Remember exactly how you felt during free agency going forward. That's how I want you to know. So when it comes down to it and we're not living up to what your expectations, remember, don't just put it all on Dak. Don't put it all on Mike McCarthy. Because you got a whole toxic front office that's doing a lot of nefarious foolishness on the behalf of this football team.
Yeah, that's true. Micah Parsons double mad. He ain't getting paid, and I think Micah Parsons is just a little upset about his money thing right now. And I think because of that, his tackness is gone. But he also from Philadelphia, where them dudes in the East Coast don't have no tack anyway. You know what I'm saying? So that's just kind of, he ain't got that southern, he not one of them southern dudes that just be like really nice and polite. He not one of them dudes. You know what I'm saying? He from Philadelphia. He from the East Coast where they gonna say their mind anyway. Like, so I've always said that Micah Parsons is an NFL star. He is not a Dallas Cowboy star. And a lot of times those guys don't do well in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Because they tend to be bigger than the actual star. And I'm sorry, Jerry don't like that. So I want Micah Parsons to be on this team next year. So I really do hope he gets to, not next year, but because he's going to be Stephen Jones already said he's on the team for the next 3 years. So yeah, I guess I ain't got no worry about it. Never mind. I'm good.
Okay, time out. Cowboy. This is the last question before we ride out. Do you view Micah Parsons as a lifetime Cowboy?
No.
Is there such a
no?
thing as a
You know what I mean. If there is, that's what we're talking about.
I'm gonna say Emmitt Smith didn't even finish as a Dallas Cowboys.
You know I'm not talking about every second as a Cowboy. I'm talking about the greatest parts of his career, the majority of his career being played in Dallas.
Yeah, I believe the prime of his career will, because the Cowboys know how to milk that. They know how to milk that. And I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. If you really think about it, that's the only time the Cowboys really want you. The Cowboys only want you at your prime. After you at your prime, we will release you a go. Because we're not releasing players because they can't play. We're releasing players because we don't think they're in their prime anymore. So Jerry's okay with paying players as long as they're in their prime. So yeah, I think Micah will be there 3 years and then maybe a year after that. But after that, unless he get traded, but I also think Micah's gonna get traded. Man, I'm out of here, bro.
Mm.
All right, Wes. Hey, so I'll answer the question. I think Micah will be here, like you said, probably the majority of his career. I think the moment that he's not a 10-sack dude, that's when they'll let him go. You know what I'm saying? But as long as he got juice, he's making all-pro teams, and he can back up all the shit he talk, he'll be a Dallas.
I think that was the perfect way to say it. Because I'm telling you right now, what it is that long time battle between the talent and the headache. You know what I'm saying? And with like me and Wiz just said, like, be honest, bro. It's a headache dealing with Michael, bro. I can tell this on the interview, bro. It's a headache. Like, real talk. I that's what my judgment tells me. I'm a pretty good judge of character, bro. I swear I am. And it ain't never led me too wrong. I'm gonna tell you straight up, he seems like a headache. So okay, is the headache when the headache stop out? I mean, when the production start being less than the headache, all right. That's when it's gonna happen. I feel like they did this the same way.
And listen, I think Dez still had a little bit left in the tank too before they let him go. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially with what we put out there the next year, them boys brought out Allen Hurns like that was a good Dez Bryant replacement.
But like I said, the headache, the production didn't outweigh the headache. That's when they had to let him go.
You right.
Yep.
You right, because listen, they got rid of Dez without even having a replacement on the team. Was my point. So you know they didn't even do it based off of football need. They just got rid of Dez Bryant.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. But I don't know.
What you think, Angry? I ain't get your thoughts. Your thoughts.
My thoughts on the whole Micah Parsons thing. I have.
Will he be a lifetime Cowboy?
Will it? Lifetime Cowboy would be 8 years and beyond. I think he'll get this contract, obviously, but the next contract he might be looking to go somewhere else.
So no.
And the only way that he remains a Dallas Cowboy is if Jerry and Stephen Jones keeps him here and makes it worth his while. So I kind of see them dealing him off at a certain point, getting what they can for him.
I don't think it's gonna work out, bro. I'm just being real. And then he seemed like, you know, he a fan of all these teams. It felt like Micah would do that easily and just be like, all right, I'm gone. Straight up. And go join any other team and still feel like he Micah Parsons, no problem. So I that's not something that's out of the realm of possibility in my opinion. You remember they said, just like Wes said, and then we gone. You remember that man said on the radio, said a lot of people around the building wouldn't be upset if Michael was gone. You remember that? Like, I know that was just something that pissed us off, but like we said, is some of these sentiments coming out to be true now? Who knows?
Yeah.
Man, we'll see. We'll see how that shit play out in the end, man. Because hell, a lot of folks will hold their tongue while they can still, benefit from you being around. But the moment, like you said, the moment that shit don't match up is over with. Because listen, I'm pretty sure that Deion Sanders rubbed a bunch of people the wrong way when he was in the league. On his team, he was always loud and flamboyant, and then he talked about he slapped the shit out of one of his safeties in the film room before, because they got the play wrong, made him look bad. Like shit like that only fly, and you still on the team because you're fucking Deion Sanders. If you were out here playing like Anthony Brown and you were acting like that and doing that, your ass wouldn't be in the league.
We got on Micah Cowboy about nature because of his comments he had about Mazi Smith. That's how we got on Micah. So.
And that there's one thing that you said earlier, landlord, is about expectations going into the season. And that's one thing that I see a lot of Cowboys fans do. They get their expectations so high that when, the fall happens, it's such a long fall. That's why I'm a fond believer, like, just temper your expectations at the beginning of the season. Like Landlord said, think about what happened during this whole offseason, because you guys have been here and the Cowboy content creators have been showing you what's been going on during the offseason. Keep that in mind and temper your expectations. Be like, okay, we can make it to the playoffs. Don't make it the NFC Championship game or the Super Bowl. I know that's the grand prize. I know that's the main goal that we shoot for. But dang, a little bit more often than not, we don't make it. So temper your
We'll need some good chips to fall, Angry. Like, it's possible, but we'll have to have some nice chips to fall. Like, we'll need most of these risky moves we're doing right now to be working out perfect. And that's just not a realistic thing to think about.
We definitely not going to need that the running game, the running back room by committee. We're going to have that to shine. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
True.
Man.
But yeah, man, y'all already know I go by Landlord from Alabama with the same handle on our social media. HTM, let them know where to find you at so we can go and wrap this thing on up, man.
Man, it's your boy, Henny DeMoore, reporting live from the liquor store, man. You can find me at HTM Sports on YouTube, HTM Sports on Twitter, and Henny DeMoore on Facebook. So tap in, sub, show some love. Appreciate all y'all in advance. Angry, let the folks know what they can find.
You can find the man, the Angry Cowboys Fan, at the Angry Cowboys Fan on YouTube. You can also find me on X, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Come join your boy on Facebook so that we can actually go live. I need more people to like the page.
Indeed, man, indeed. And hey, in the words of the boy West Coast Cowboy, man, never look down because the